Hey, Glam Babes! Hey guys and girls. Today I'm starting you off with an amazing tip that's actually used behind the scenes, and it's something that you probably don't know yet, and you're gonna be glad once you do. One of the biggest questions that we get here at XMH Beauty is, how do you get rid of your dark under eye circles? And the answer is a little bit more than what you might think. The typical glam babe used to just have one color of concealer in her makeup bag, but today that's gonna change. Today I'm gonna show you the secret is not just having a concealer, but also a corrective color. Underneath your eyes, we call this little zone from your tear trough that kind of falls down. That's like the dark circle zone. And I know, because I'm an expert, that if under your eye is purple or blue, you need to put orange on top. Sounds crazy, I know, but just roll with me. So this two-part tip starts with a concealer brush, and this is already loaded with a concealer that has an orange undertone to knock out those blue and purple hues. It's gonna look pretty striking when we apply, but the next step is gonna brighten and highlight. So step one is tilt your chin down in your mirror, and you're gonna be able to see a very obvious dark line. That's the first thing that you wanna cover. I'm going right over that line. I'll blend a little bit with my concealer brush and then marry this color into my cheek with a little beauty blender. So just dotting and rolling. The reason that we do that is because if you use a brush to do all of your blending, what's gonna happen is you're gonna drag color way down into your cheek. You don't wanna drag, you just wanna marry the color from underneath your eyes, rolling back and forth and a little bit down into the cheek. Make sense? Next step is we're gonna put a tiny thin layer of a translucent powder right on top of that corrective orange concealer. So I've got my brush loaded with a powder that's pretty close to the rest of my face, like it would match my cheek. So think thin to win, just a tiny bit. We're just gonna slide that across and start building our foundation. Next is your finishing touch, and that is a highlighting concealer. So this color does not match your cheek. It's actually gonna be lighter. I go pretty drastic with it, almost 2 to 3 shades lighter than my cheek. So I've got my brush loaded, and we're gonna start in the tear duct zone, so right through here. And then almost making like a triangle underneath your eye. You go all the way across that bottom lash line, bring it down into a little triangle. And it's not rocket science, you don't have to be perfect. But that's the basis for your highlight. And then we'll go ahead and blend again with our little beauty blender. And think, don't drag, just roll and marry that color from the under eye into the surrounding skin, into the cheek. And if you have excess, these little guys are really your best friend. The beauty blender, you're gonna wet the sponge first. So a beauty blender is just a smushy sponge for blending makeup. Make sure that you use it wet. And the great thing is, if you've overdone it and you've applied too much concealer, you can always use the end that you're not blending with to pick up some excess product. Great. When you're happy with your blending, you'll finish with setting a little bit of powder on top. We'll go ahead and take a fluffy brush and load a nice light color of pressed powder or translucent, your preference. We're just gonna roll that right across our highlighting concealer. Okay, glam babes, side to side, check this out. Not bad, right? So it's just rinse and repeat on the other side. And this is the perfect setup to get you ready to contour.